It started on an ordinary night, one of those when silence feels heavier than usual. I had just moved into an old rental house on the edge of town. The landlord told me it had been empty for nearly 5 years. I didn't care. I just needed a place to clear my head, to escape the noise of the city. But from the first night, something felt off. Every time I turned off the lights, I could swear I saw movement in the corner of my eye, a faint shadow slipping across the wall, like someone pacing behind the door. At first, I blamed my imagination. A new house, creaky wood, bad lighting, all the usual excuses. But as the nights passed, the noises became impossible to ignore. It wasn't just creaks anymore. It was footsteps. Soft, slow. Dragging footsteps that stopped right outside my bedroom door. The sound would start around midnight and last for hours. Every time I got up to check, the hallway was empty. But the air felt cold, unnaturally cold, as if something had just moved away seconds before I opened the door. One night, I decided I'd had enough. I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, and sat in bed waiting. Midnight came. The house went still. Then, footsteps began. Step, step, step. They grew louder, closer. Oh, my heart was pounding so hard I could barely breathe. The light from my phone flickered once, twice, then went out completely. That's when I heard it. A whisper. A low, breathy voice from the other side of the door. It said my name, Daniel. I froze. I didn't remember ever telling anyone my name in this town. The voice came again, clearer this time. Daniel. Open the door. I couldn't move. My body felt locked, like something inside me was screaming not to obey. The doorknob started turning slowly, creaking until it stopped halfway. I gathered the courage to shout, "Who's there?"
Silence.
And then, a faint knock. 3 slow, deliberate knocks. That was enough for me. I spent the rest of the night in my car. The next morning, I called the landlord and demanded to know if anyone had died in the house. He hesitated before speaking. "There was an old man who lived there before you," he said. "He wasn't found for weeks. Died alone. In the same room you're sleeping in." I should have left right then, but something inside me, curiosity, stupidity, I don't know, made me stay. I wanted to know what was behind that door. That night I set up my phone to record. I pointed it directly at the door and hit record before lying down. I barely slept. I could feel something watching me from the hallway. When morning came, I checked the video. At first it was just me sleeping. Then around 2:13 a.m., the door handle began to move. A shadow slid into the room, thin, tall, and impossibly dark. Its shape wasn't clear, but I could see the outline of a face, twisted, hollow eyes, staring right at the camera. And then something terrifying happened. The shadow leaned over my sleeping body and whispered something into my ear. I couldn't hear the words, but I saw my own body react, twitching, turning, whispering back. I don't remember any of it. I deleted the video, packed my things, and left that morning. But ever since then, I felt different. When I close my eyes, I can still hear that voice. When I walk past a door, I can see my own shadow, lagging behind. Sometimes it doesn't move when I do. And last night, just before I went to sleep, I heard a knock on my apartment door. 3 slow knocks. I opened it, trembling. No one was there. But on the floor, scratched into the wood, were 3 words that froze my blood. Came back.